women football in India will get a big boost once this tournament is there and all the anticipation that has been into it. What is your observation about India women football?
Well, when we were meeting with the Minister of Youth and Sports, I think we shared a common objective that is also shared by the government, which is to empower women in every aspect of life. So football, as we know, can be used as a catalyst to education and improvement in this empowerment. So what we expect to achieve with this tournament is these programs of the government that already exist are sparked into new life, and we can help and assist in the empowerment of women in the country. So we think that allowing women and facilitating women making sport is going to give a big boost to them, and we'll do the little thing that we can do to help in this way. So we hope that this tournament will really spark something in the country and help in the government programs to empower women.
That's a very good anticipation about expanding the tournament, expanding the reach for the women to participate in sports and become more confident as any sports discipline makes it. But the more important, as our president, the IFF president said, that we India needs a lot more tournament for boys, for girls, and for seniors. With that is the real catch. And what are the little things that you could do to enhance that and take this message to FIFA seniors on this topic?
Well, that's correct. The point is that in order to be able as a federation to create new tournaments and cover the cost of the tournament, you need to attract more interest and attract more sponsors and supporters. So bringing the tournament to India and spreading it all over the country and all over the world, we hope that will animate many more girls to play and many more sponsors to come and contribute. And I think this will feed that interest that will allow the federation to create more things. Because if you want to create a tournament all over India with, let's say, 32 teams, a league, you need money to support that one, to be able, and you need players, and you need administrators, and you need coaches, and you need referees. All this is complicated and expensive, so you need to get more people to play, so more girls to play, and more sponsors to be involved in the tournament, and then you can create more tournaments. So it's a thing that doesn't come from itself. It really needs to create this interest and this passion among the players and among the sponsors to be able to sustain the competition. So what we hope is that with the help of the World Cup, this interest will ignite and will really bring a boost into women's football in the country that will allow the federation to create many more tournaments.
That's good about the domestic hosting of the tournament or expanding with more tournaments. But how about bringing a window where international teams come to India or India can participate in an international team? That could be a very big boost and create an interest and the sponsorship and the visibility, what you are talking very, very rightly.
Well, the President mentioned before that one of the key elements that he will be working on is to bring more matches, international matches for both men and women in India and outside of India, because he is aware that only the exposure into international football will raise the level of Indian football. And I think that's something that is a key element of the work of the Federation. In organizing more competitions, it will be up to India to request them. We host a lot of tournaments constantly, so it will be really the Federation. Once they feel that they are ready, they will ask again to host a tournament. As he mentioned, our Secretary General will be here in Bhubaneswar on the 11th. I'm sure they will have initial discussions. Very soon we will be releasing the bidding process for new tournaments, so it's another chance that India can host it. Remember, we had 211 countries in the world. Many of them want to host it, so we can't go everywhere. But I'm sure that the success of India, both in 2017 and this one that we are hosting very soon, will keep the eyes focused on the future and potential of India.
You must be also be keeping your eye on the way the Indian girls are preparing themselves for the tournament. If I may ask you a very important question, what is your realistic assessment about it? Apart from being a good host, being good in hospitality, the ultimate goal is rising onto the tally on the table and also winning the matches.
Yeah, well, the reality is that the Indian girls will will be competing against the 15 strongest countries in the world. We're talking about 15 out of 211. So it's going to be very difficult for them. Countries that have 40 years of development in women's football. So I'm sure it's going to be very hard for them, but I know that they have been preparing very, very hard, and I'm sure that the Indian people will support the girls as far as they go. I'm sure they will give their best, they will do everything they can. With a little bit luck, they will move forward, but we need all to understand that the other countries are the 15 best countries in the world. So the important thing is that they fight today, that they fight tomorrow, and the success will come sooner than everyone expects.
And your assessment about the grassroots women football, how has that experience been? Your input to the Indian football management as well.
Well, there is a lot of work to do. I think we are entering.
If you can share some pointers on that.
Well, there had been very good programs like the coaching program and all the management programs that was mentioned before by Shaji. I think, but it's very difficult to reach a big number of people. We're talking about 1.4 billion people. So it's very, very, very hard to really reach nation level. But I think that the programs are there.
Scouting is one of the very important.
Scouting is there. I think it's moving on. We have a very strong sport in this country, which is cricket. And cricket is not our enemy. Cricket is a very strong sport. We are very happy with them. But we need to promote football. So we also need to convince the people that football is as attractive as cricket for the people in India. And I'm convinced that if we are the biggest sport in the world, it's not because FIFA says so, it's because the people say so. So in India, it will be the same one day.
Thank you very, very much, and wish you all the best for this tournament. And I hope you get better memories like the boys, the girls do better, and the management does better in hosting the tournament. Thank you very much.
Better, it will be difficult because they were great, but at least as good, I'm sure that they will be.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very
With
much.
camera person Pranab Prakhar reporting for Vision Television.